Cool season is back now that Arsenal have finally beaten Manchester City. And what else is back is Premier League football is foot and mouth. Welcome back to Foot in Mouth. Ethan, how you been? It's been a while.
It has been a while. Luckily, though, absolutely nothing has happened in soccer.
We have been busy. Life been lifing, but we are back. And listen, Ethan made sure that we did not move on without addressing one of the major fixtures of the season so far, which was Arsenal versus Manchester City.
It was a big game. It was a boring game.
Very
boring.
A big game. But you won a boring game, bro. You won a boring
maybe
game.
As someone who's
when you're in the title
invested,
run?
but as someone who's not invested, I was like, can we just bang in some goals?
That
can we
is
see
true.
like Jesus? Can we see Jesus steal someone and score?
Some crackers. You never see those. Although you know what I will say, Man City, Liverpool have played some crackers.
Yeah, City, Liverpool do produce.
Man City, Liverpool have played some serious crackers. But although this is the first time I would say that this was an Arsenal Man City, you can't even say that it was kind of level playing field because Arsenal were missing players and Man City were missing players.
But that's why it is level playing field.
I guess. But like I just feel like Kevin De Bruyne is such a miss, bro.
Yeah, so is Saka though.
Saka, that is true. Saka was a big miss.
So was Martinelli until he came on.
Yeah, look, I'll take it, bro. I'll take it where I can get it. But I am acknowledging that was City without Rodri. It was City without Kevin De Bruyne. And Kevin De Bruyne in particular has been one of the main reasons why they have beat us so many times in a row. So,
but also Rodri's been very good for them recently.
Oh yeah, bro.
So without him as well, their team is definitely, I would say, between the two of them, City without KDB and Rodri definitely were a little worse off than Arsenal. But I think they were both looking tough.
That is true, yeah. And I'm just happy that we at least took advantage of it, bro. This isn't the first time that we've played a weakened Manchester City squad, however weakened they can be.
Mm-hmm.
But
they could have been more weakened if there was a red card.
Which they should have been for Kovacic.
Here's
bro.
the thing. I don't really think that was a red card.
No, it's not so much that. It's 2 yellows.
I don't
yellows.
think the second one's a yellow.
Nah, come on.
Here's how I see it. In my eyes, the first one is either a straight up red card, or it's a yellow, but the second one is nothing.
On a yellow already, that second one is a default yellow, bro.
No,
yellow already.
He barely touched him. He did kind of like pull up a little bit. He tried to go for the ball. I don't think that's worth a card in my eyes.
Hey, look,
I said, the first one was bad. Yes, the first one was bad.
The first should have been a straight red, in my opinion. But
maybe
the fact
that
it wasn't a straight red, that was an opportunity for the ref to rectify his mistake and go, listen, this dude's clearly taking the piss because he knows that he's still on the pitch.
Yeah, but as a ref, you don't want to see a red card get in a game like this. You don't want to be the reason that this game is now making
I've heard that argument a lot, and I call bullshit because at the same time, yeah, you can say that, but when it comes to someone just being generally unsafe, both of those challenges could have injured the Arsenal players.
Again, I think the second one wasn't that bad.
If no matter what you say, that far into the game, fatigue has set in and whatnot, anything could have happened. The thing is that the guy was on the pitch to make that challenge. He shouldn't have been on the pitch to make that challenge in the first place.
Fair.
Shouldn't have been on the pitch to make that challenge. But either way, I'm happy here that he stayed on because we beat Man City with 11 men.
Yeah,
Man City with 11. We would never have heard the end of it if Kovacic got sent off.
For sure, they definitely
100%.
And this is City have lost 2 in a row now for the first time since 2018.
Isn't it 3 in a row?
No, they lost to Wolves and then Arsenal.
Oh, in the league.
In the league, yeah. I don't know. Who is City playing this week? Actually, do we know?
In the Prem.
Yeah, Brighton. Okay, that's tough. But yeah, they've lost 2 in a row now for the first time since 2018. That's kind of a big deal.
It's huge. It's a turning of the tide, bro. I know it's just one moment, and this may very well just be a blip in their crazy treble winning season again.
Look, I think it is fair to say City without KDB is definitely worse. I think we both predicted
is without KDB.
That's true. We both predicted Arsenal win the season, right?
Yeah.
Season's
on pause for now.
I still think that actually might happen. And I think that's judging by the Community Shield and this game. I think that's
we've technically beat Man City the last 2 times.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think there's a fair shout for Arsenal winning the league this season.
Yeah. Look, this is one of those games that can prove to be the difference maker at the end of the season, and it's a game that we never have these 3 points.
Yeah.
In any season.
Exactly, and these are huge. But also we got a touch on David Raya.
Yeah, I think that he looked a little sketchy bongo in the beginning.
Especially that time when he took too long to pass and Alvarez tackled him.
Early in the game.
That's the thing. I think David Raya is like too confident.
And I think that was the first sign of it.
Yeah.
That was the first sign. Everyone is, and myself included, I've liked how much confidence he's shown since he's come in between the sticks. But in that game, I was like, boy.
Yeah,
We got away with
he's
one
very lucky shit worked out for him.
He
in
got
that game.
better as the game grew
Yeah.
on, but it's a matter of you kind of. I was just like, dude, we can't afford to have any shaky moments.
No,
Like,
you can't. Not
That's
in a
why
game
you're
like
there.
this. But what does this mean for Ramsdale still?
I don't know.
I'm gonna ask this question every fucking week until he plays.
Ramsdale plays. I hope that Arteta is true to what he said the idea was, and he's gonna find
He's
a way
not
to
the
healthily
what
rotate.
manager is true to what they say.
Well,
Ten Hag said Ronaldo's it is, and then Ronaldo. Ten Hag said De Gea's.
look,
De
Arteta
Gea's
is
gone.
not Ten Hag, bro. Okay, I believe the things that this man says because more often than not he delivers on it.
Okay.
And
What if Ten Hag had hair? Then do you believe him?
you know me a racist about this.
Yeah.
But look, I think as the weeks go on, I don't see it happening. But the Arsenal fan in me and the Arteta believer in me is like, hey man, he said this. He's gonna. It's only a matter of time because even nowadays you're hearing in a lot of fan cams where there've been fans, especially in the City game, where there were fans saying that they were tempted to be like, "Yo, okay, Arteta, you've said that you're gonna rotate keepers, maybe get Raya out because he was looking a little shaky."
He was sketchy.
Do you know what I mean? So I feel like maybe, like you said, Arteta, he was lucky that it worked out for us. He didn't get punished for any of his shakiness, but I would like to think that Arteta was at least taking note and being like, this maybe we don't get this lucky next time around. Maybe Raya doesn't grow into the game. You know what I mean? And that's why I was at least confident in that we had Ramsdale on the bench. Because even if Raya did absolutely instill no confidence in anyone, I'm at least not going up, but we have to stick
I
with him.
still don't believe in a keeper coming off of the bench, though. I don't think a keeper can come off cold on the bench into a game and immediately be like on the edge where you should be.
That is a fair point, and I think that's why a lot of people doubt Arteta's idea. And look, at the end of the day, it is just an idea so far. We haven't seen it implemented yet. Maybe he's even caught himself and thought, listen, that was really dumb to say. Raya is just number one, but he's not going to admit that on camera anytime soon. But as things stand, I still think that Ramsdale, he's still my number one. I still don't think that Raya's done anything especially crazy to make me go, you are clear.
No,
of
that's the
Ramsdale.
weird thing. He's played in all these big games, but he really hasn't like.
And look, credit to the defense because
Yeah.
obviously the defense has been doing their
I mean,
job. Saliba on Haaland
we have to
was
talk about Haaland literally doing nothing.
absolutely for like I think it's 3 games in a row that he hasn't scored in.
Yeah, look, I did say that there is a way to shut down Haaland. You just have to be big and play with him.
Or get Saliba.
Yeah, who is big and can play with him.
He's insane.
Saliba
That
is-
game,
yeah.
bro.
And that's why I still say Saliba is so vital to Arsenal, bro.
But
but
he himself admitted in an interview that they lost the league last season. We lost the league last season because he got injured.
I think
and I was
that's-
just like, that's the swagger we need, bro.
I think that's fair to say.
That's the swagger we need.
But I do think we'll get into this in the predictions. I do think Haaland will come back with a vengeance. I think in this week now.
Yeah.
But we got to touch on Martinelli's goal. He comes off on the bench. He scores a weird, massive deflection.
Massive reflection. Gotta love it.
But yeah, that's soccer. They win now. So
It's not the first time we've won because of a deflected. I mean, we're not the first club to win because of a deflected.
No,
goal.
for
Like,
sure.
You take them where you can get
you
them.
take
you know
them,
what I mean?
especially against City.
And
You take them.
We don't get that shot unless Martinelli finds that space and thinks, let me just go for it. I don't think he scores if that wasn't deflected.
I don't think so
I
either.
think it's saved comfortably
Yeah,
by
I
Ederson.
definitely
Maybe not
think
comfortably,
so.
but it's saved. But dude, I couldn't believe it.
No, as an
It's
Arsenal
a
fan, I'm
very,
sure.
very surreal thing. No matter how much trouble United have been in, you can at least say in the last 5 years, you've got some wins over Man City, here and there.
Yeah, there's been
Arsenal, bro. What, 13 in a row?
at least the curse is broken now.
Finally, bruh.
Uh,
And now we find the only 2 unbeaten clubs in the league being the
Spurs
North
and-
Londoners, bruh. Spurs
dude.
and Arsenal. Can I ask, do you think that there's longevity to this Ange Ball thing? Or do you think that they're going to get caught out? I mean, obviously they're not going to go invincible. I don't think either side will go invincible this season. But how long do you think Spurs can keep this train going, bruh?
The signings have been good. That Van, what's his name?
Van der
Ven? The centre back? Van der Ven's been good. Madison's been good. Vicario's been
Madison's
good.
been sensational.
And speaking of Vicario, I have to bring up Vicario.
Again?
I spoke a lot of shit about him.
And I told you to watch it.
And he's a
bro.
very good goalkeeper. But I'm actually, I'm going to double down on my shit talk now for a second.
Okay.
I still don't think he's good.
What? Which good performance was it that made you think he's not that good?
I don't want to get into that. But I just, if he's watching, I want this to secretly be in the back of his mind. He's not that good. I think he's...
Was he in goal when Spurs got knocked out of the Carabao Cup, I wonder?
I don't think so. They probably have a cup keeper. But no, Vicario is pretty solid. Their signings have been very good. There aren't that many of them. It's
that's
just
what
3
helps.
of them. Yeah, and
I've always said that. Look at Chelsea. When Chelsea signed all those players, I said, yeah, it's good, all good and well that everyone's getting excited, but you can't sign too many players.
And Chelsea signing like 11 players.
they signed 2 first teams in like 1 transfer.
But I actually do think there is some longevity in that Spurs team.
I guess you'd also have to look at their run of games coming up. Again, maybe this is just the Arsenal man in me, but I don't see it lasting.
Yeah,
I think what
that's
happens
definitely
at
the
Spurs
Arsenal
happens
man
at
in
Spurs. But I think look that game at the Emirates, Arsenal versus Spurs, either side could have left with the 3 points in that game. You know what I mean? So I think there are cracks in both sides. I just think
I'm not saying there's not cracks in them. I'm just saying I think
Vicario, obviously
there's a big crack, and he's right. He's the number one.
Just a very well covered up crack.
No, I think they will keep doing well. To be honest, I think even with I don't know if they have the depth necessarily, but I think as long as Son and Maddison keep performing, that team will keep doing well.
And Richarlison looks like he's starting to find confidence.
And he is actually getting something.
And the sooner that happens for them, the better.
Speaking of someone getting something, the talk is Messi is getting the Ballon d'Or this season. Do you think he deserves it?
Not this year, no. I absolutely thought that he deserved it in the year when everyone was crying about Lewandowski not winning it. But I think that this year, Messi does not deserve it, bro.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much on the same page.
It's just the World Cup. It's because he won the World Cup.
Look, obviously he did massive to get his team in the World Cup. He scored a lot. I think he was man of the match in almost every one of Argentina's games.
Tournament.
Exactly. He did insanely well to get them there.
And to be fair, in the bracket where the Ballon d'Or votings were open, you can't really deny that. Yes, it's the MLS, but like numbers were there and.
No.
I know what
if
you're
we're
saying.
talking MLS, then Ronaldo should be, because I think Ronaldo's the top goal scorer in the world right
but
now.
Again, and I think Ronaldo would have been there had he gone further in the World Cup, maybe.
Maybe. I think so too.
Because Ronaldo's currently, you would have to have him in the conversation just by the fact of the records he's setting with goals scored. Now he's still going, bro.
He is, but
he's closing in on 1,000 goals.
We're going off on a tangent. To square this shit up. We don't hate Messi.
No, not at all.
We don't think Messi doesn't deserve it.
But Haaland deserves
the thing is, Haaland coming into a City team and you
doubted the fuck out of Haaland as well when he came in. You were like, I don't think he's going to do that well. And I was like, bro.
I don't believe
but
it.
A lot of people...
I'd find the tape of that.
A lot of people also said, now welcome to the Prem, he's going to find it hard and all that. So he's defied expectations.
I don't remember shit talking Haaland. When did I do that?
Not shit talking. You had just said that you didn't think he was going to be as much of a terror.
Was it on the show?
Probably not on the show.
Well, then there's no proof.
Because you were on the show from the beginning.
Then there's no proof. As far as they're concerned, he's a prodigy. I knew his dad as a football player. He's a prodigy. I knew he was going to go somewhere.
But yeah, Haaland should be getting it.
Yes. To come into Man City and immediately win the treble and be their top goal scorer.
I don't think the World Cup is worth a Ballon d'Or.
No, but I think the story is.
The story is, but at the same time, when you consider all the controversy around this World Cup, there's still a lot of people that think that it was rigged. It's such a tainted Ballon d'Or.
No, it is, but I mean,
if he wins
they all tainted, to be fair.
The most tainted is Nedved winning it over Thierry Henry, but that's... we don't have enough time.
I'm going to say most tainted is Modric winning it over Ronaldo in 2018. But I think the story, it's nice. Messi does deserve it. He is Messi. He's the best.
It's football's greatest fairy tale.
Yeah, this is the cherry on the cake on the career of a man who's probably the best ever. But he doesn't deserve it.
He doesn't deserve it.
Haaland
it's a treble.
It's a treble.
And Haaland carried. I mean, okay, maybe not carry because the squad all contributed. But the thing is, that man's goals...
I know.
You can't replace those goals, bro.
No, you can't. And sure, he didn't score in like the finals.
And his age, bro.
Yeah.
And he's in the Premier League. I'm sorry, it is the toughest league in the world. He did it in the Premier League.
But we aren't mad.
Under one of the most demanding coaches in football.
We aren't mad, though.
We're just confused.
And I like Messi.
And if it's not Haaland winning it, then it should just go to Ronaldo.
I'm just saying, he is the top goal scorer in the world right now.
I think when someone did the math, they were saying like how long he'd have to play to hit 1,000 goals.
I know. I think he's on 850.
He's
on 850 and counting. I'm there. Every time Ronaldo scores, I check off a list where it's another 854.
Yeah, you should see this wall.
It looks like an insane person. But
He has to be in contention at least. I would at least like to see a nomination.
No, look, Messi, well done, Messi. I'll shake your hand if you were here. I would shake your hand.
And at the end of the day, like you were saying, the story, you can't put a price on that story. But at the end of the day, we can't downplay. That's a story for Holland as well, bro.
Yeah.
Manchester City finally won the Champions League after years of trying.
Not just that, they won the treble.
They won a treble. In the year, they literally accomplished their main rival's biggest accomplishment. That has to go.
And the only difference they did to that team was bringing Holland in.
One man, and literally Pep was missing one piece. And he identified that piece. He got him for 65 mil. 65.
But no, look, Messi, we love Messi.
We love Messi.
Another player we love who is unfortunately retired is
Eden Hazard, bro. Look, I'm going to be the first to say it. As an Arsenal fan, I'll be the first to say it. We've gotten into a lot of tiffs this week. It's been the talk of the town since he announced his retirement.
Mo
Haaland
Salah
versus Mo Salah.
versus Eden Hazard.
Ethan is staunchly Mo Salah, which I can understand. I am
Tell
very
them,
much
tell
Eden
them why
Hazard.
you can understand.
I can understand because numbers don't lie.
Exactly.
But I am in the Eden Hazard column just because of the love of football, bro. And I think that just as much of a spark and flair that Salah has, Eden
He
Hazard.
still has it.
Eden
He
Hazard.
scored 2 goals 2 weeks ago.
And he's been doing it for all about 4 years at Liverpool. Hazard gave us a decade of being.
No, he didn't. He did not. Hazard didn't even. I don't even think his career was a decade long.
No,
to be honest,
I think he did at least 7 years at Chelsea.
no,
Look, yeah,
no.
bro. Eden Hazard.
Mo Salah has already been there longer than.
Let's
than
not
Eden
forget
Hazard.
that Mo Salah, he flopped at Chelsea before Hazard even got to Chelsea.
Yeah, so gives
And
a
he
shit.
flopped at Chelsea at like 24. Like he wasn't
Yes.
even a spring chicken at
That's
Chelsea.
Chelsea's fault. That's not Mo Salah's fault.
KDB flopped at Chelsea.
Statistically, a lot of people aren't going to believe this. Mo Salah's had a higher peak than Eden Hazard did.
I
Whether
would
we're talking
agree.
goals, not only has he had a higher peak than Eden Hazard, he's had a longer career than Eden
I
Hazard.
would
He is
agree.
currently still going to this day. You can go to this weekend's game. You can turn on a
I
Liverpool
want
game,
you to
and
talk
you will
with
see
this-
Mo
I
Salah
want
do.
you to talk with the same chase when Salah goes to Saudi.
Yes, I'll definitely talk. I love the Saudi league. It's the 5th best league in the world. But no,
He joined Chelsea in 2012.
yeah. And then how long did he play?
He went to I know that at Chelsea he won at 2 Champions Leagues and 3 Premier League titles,
Good for him.
and he was at the forefront of every single one of
Good
those
for
runs.
good for him. I'm looking at a picture right now, people, and I'm gonna show Logan this picture.
I understand. I've seen the picture, and I'm telling you that that's why I said I'm not arguing with
This
you for
picture,
saying that
this
Mo
picture
Salah.
is literally nothing but stats and
I'm not
numbers.
arguing
It is
with you for
not
saying that Mo
it's
Salah
nothing but
is
stats
the
and numbers.
superior player.
And
I
in,
think he is. I think numbers don't lie. What
and
I'm
in
saying
almost
is,
in almost every fucking place,
Yes.
Salah beats him. Whether it's assisted goals, whether it's progressive balls, whether it's goals,
But again,
whether it's
they
over.
are different. There are different types of players, and they played in very different teams under very different managers. The
Yes.
fact that Eden Hazard could be that attacking under Jose Mourinho is ridiculous.
Okay. Well, so
And that's what I'm
Mo
saying.
Salah could do that if he
Look,
wanted
that's
to.
what I'm saying.
Under
Numbers
any
don't
team.
lie. I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just saying that Eden Hazard, in terms of just what football is about, I think that dude.
Football's about goals.
That dude was.
Football's about
He was
numbers.
literally.
That's why Ronaldo's
a
the
joy
GOAT.
to watch, bro. And I hated it because I'm an Arsenal fan, and he terrorized Arsenal. But that guy did some, and just as much as Mo Salah has.
Now look,
that guy did
I
some
know.
insane things. But I'm just hearing that Mo Salah couldn't cut it at Chelsea at the same age that Hazard was tearing it up. And Mo Salah had to go to Italy.
The only thing he was tearing
Mo
up
Salah
was
had to go
was
to
his
It-
fucking
Mo
legs,
Salah
bro,
had to
because
go
he
to
can't
Italy.
walk anymore.
He had to go to Italy and he had to go and shine, just like Jovino did when he left Arsenal. He went to go shine in Italy, just like Chris Smalling did when he
Bro,
left Man United to go
is-
shine in Italy.
Mo Salah is literally
And
still
then Mo
shining
Salah-
to this day,
And then
Logan.
Mo Salah came back to a Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp. It was a match made in heaven. It was a match made in heaven.
Exactly.
And just like I think that Eden Hazard at Chelsea, match made in heaven. I'm just saying that I think that Eden Hazard deserves all the flowers. And as much as you want to say that Salah is the better player, he may very well be the better player.
He is.
But Eden Hazard is definitely my favorite of the two. Bro.
That's fair. You
And
can-
I would take Hazard over Salah in a heartbeat in my team. Because I know that you can put Hazard around any player and they will all thrive. If you put Salah in a certain team, he can do well. But apparently he's got to go to Italy first before he can find those boots and he has to find a Jurgen Klopp as well. So fair play. Salah's numbers are there, and Salah's had the luxury of a Trent and a Alexander and a Robertson and a.
Keep going, like the year is 2023.
I'm just
Mo
saying.
Salah is still tearing
I
this
can't
bitch
deny
up, dude.
that Eden Hazard flopped at Madrid, but
Yeah,
look,
dude.
we put it down to
and
injuries
here's,
as
here's
well.
what I'm gonna say. Okay,
Salah wouldn't flop at Madrid.
no, he wouldn't. I'm gonna say it takes a certain kind of person to go to Madrid, to go to Barcelona, and to thrive. Eden Hazard's just not that type of person, and I
No,
think
look,
Mo
I am
Salah
sad.
is.
I am sad that he's retiring, and I am very excited when Salah does go to Saudi because the sooner he gets out the league, the better. Because he is a nightmare to play against, even on a bad day. But yeah, man, Hazard retiring, we're getting old, eh? We're
Yeah,
getting
we
old.
are
Everybody's
getting
getting
old,
bro.
but I mean, like, we're not falling apart. Hazard's falling apart. Hazard's falling apart. I could fucking beat that dude in a
Okay, I
foot
get it.
race.
Salah
Yeah.
is the one. Mo Salah. I still think the only Mohammed worth remembering in the league is Mo Al-Neni. But look, we will move on from Hazard's retirement because we got to move on to some happier topics. Before we get into the Premier League fixtures, the predictions, I just want to ask the viewers if you guys are Team Hazard or Team Salah. This ain't no Twilight shit. Let's just be
No, you know what
upfront
it is?
about
It is Twilight shit.
Team Eden, Team Mo.
I'm Team Mo.
Yeah, let us know. And yeah, look, let's get into these predictions. Ethan, what's the first game you want to look at, bruv?
Liverpool at home to Everton.
Merseyside
It's
derby.
the Everton
First game of
derby.
the weekend, and it's a Merseyside derby. Not a good time for Everton to be playing Liverpool.
Uh,
Very good time for Liverpool to be playing Everton.
Look, Everton, they are coming off of a 3-0 win
It's at Anfield.
against Bournemouth.
It's at Anfield.
Okay. No, I'm trying to play devil's
Wasn't it
advocate.
Brentford? They beat Brentford.
Brentford lost to United.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We'll get into that.
International break.
Yeah, so Bournemouth lost to Everton. So Everton did win their last game 3-0. That's kind of a big result. But, like Logan said, this is Liverpool.
At
and
Anfield.
Liverpool are coming off of a draw against Brighton. Which they were, we're seeing in Liverpool fucking mistakes, bro. There was a backline mistake that
Yeah,
led
which
to
you've
one
never
of.
seen before, bro.
No, Liverpool's backline makes mistakes all the time. Whether
Yeah.
it's Trent, Van Dijk, or Alisson, the amount of times they've made a mistake in the first half and it leads to the other team scoring.
It's just crazy how it just crept up on them, bro. They were known to be such a tight team. They were the team that took advantage of mistakes.
Yeah, but clearly something's changed.
Either
I don't know
you die
what
a
it
hero,
is.
you live long enough to become the villain, bro.
But yeah, I think we all pretty much
3-0 Liverpool. 3-0. 3-0.
Um,
I don't think Everton get a goal here. Liverpool mistakes and all, bro.
I will say 2-0 Liverpool.
2-0?
Yeah.
We didn't get Swansea's results, but I'm 100% sure he's going Liverpool win.
100%.
He's probably going to say 8-0 Liverpool. We
And
say 8-0 Liverpool for
And he'll
Swans.
probably be right. Yeah,
He'll
8-0.
He'll probably be right.
After that, we got Bournemouth at home to Wolves.
Yeah, and Wolves, speaking of Pedro Neto, very strongly linked to Arsenal for a January move. That
Is
could
it?
be insane. Saka backup. You could do
yeah,
a lot worse, bro.
he's had a good season.
do a lot worse.
I'd rather take that Korean guy.
That
but
Korean guy is a solid choice, and I take him over Eddie Nketiah. All due respect to Eddie Nketiah, had a great game
Damn,
against Man
that's a
City.
tough one. But yeah, Wolves are coming off of a draw against Villa, which is pretty good.
I think I'm so scared to back them again. Well, it's so easy for me to get back into old habits, but they've been on a run, bro. They obviously beat Man City also.
Huge, major.
So
Yeah, that is worth talking
I'm
about.
gonna give it to Wolves. Actually, I think that Korean guy gets another goal. Yeah, I think 2-1.
I think that is fair. Bournemouth have lost their last two games.
I think Solanke could get a goal, but I just think that Wolves have so much firepower now, and if anything, that's the one side of the team they can count on these days.
Yeah, that's true. But also, we got to look at Josie Sa. Good goalkeeper.
I
Good
guess.
fucking goalkeeper. Look at the stats.
EAFC
The stats
has
don't
put
lie.
me off that guy so much.
Well,
bro.
then EAFC put you off a lot of people then, because I beat you with a lot of teams.
But
But
Gabriel Jesus again.
uh,
Talk about Gabriel Jesus.
I think Wolves is gonna win. Yeah, they've been on such a good run. Bournemouth are not looking that good. Probably.
But looking, to be fair, Bournemouth are doing what Bournemouth are expected to do.
Sure.
Like I haven't seen a single game where I'm like, shock, good shot, Bournemouth. They got points there. Like every Bournemouth result so far has kind of been like, okay, cool. Like
Yeah.
So I think if we're going by how things are playing out, which is as they should, Wolves should be winning this.
Yeah, I'll give it to Wolves 2-0.
Wolves should be winning this. I cannot believe I'm backing these people. Every time I back them, they do bad though. So maybe
You might be the curse.
Maybe, which is okay. Yeah, Wolves 2-1. Wolves 2-1. I think Spons is gonna say Wolves 7-0. 7-0. 7-1. 7-1.
Then next we got Brentford at home against Burnley.
Now this is an interesting game because Brentford they're having a very up and down.
They are.
One week it's good. Like they started strong. Wisa and Mbama were scoring
strong,
every freaking week, every chance they got.
But I think they're
After
having
that
issues
first
with
international break, bro.
I think they're having issues with their goalkeeper as well, though.
Dude, and that's why we spoke about it off air before. January, Ivan Toney come to Arsenal, Aaron Ramsdale go to Brentford. Possible.
Ramsdale would do really well at Brentford.
Possible.
They
even
could use
if
him.
it's a loan, a two-way loan,
I
bro.
think that makes a lot of sense. I know we have no communication with either team, but let's get a deal going here.
Have your people talk to their people.
Logan's got an Arsenal shirt.
Yes, bro. We work for a company that's surrounded by Hollywood bets. I'm sure they know someone at Brentford.
Oh my God,
They
Logan.
know someone at Brentford.
We might be able to make this deal happen. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Brentford winning.
I am going to say this will be one of my madnesses, and I'm actually going to think there could be an upset here.
You think Burnley pulls?
I think 1-1.
Burnley have been.
I think 1-1. I think, and that South African homie,
Lyle Foster.
Lyle Foster, he's got 2 goals now.
I think he does. Yeah.
He's not doing bad for himself. I think Brentford's not an especially difficult team to play against.
I don't know. They look pretty difficult against United.
Who doesn't?
Look, I think Brentford did look good against United. To
Yeah.
be fair, they played a low block, but they were good on the counter, and they almost won.
Remember when Burnley looked decent against Man City?
Yes, at the
For the
start
first
at the
half.
start of the season. Yeah, I do remember that. But Burnley are coming off of a 4-1 loss to Chelsea.
Yes, but it's Chelsea, and they at least got a goal. And on top of that, they didn't hide in their shell for that game or anything. They played.
Yeah, they did. They always play that.
That's what I'm saying.
Even when they played United, they weren't bad. They played like possessive football.
I
They
think-
they just can't score goals.
I think, look, Brentford also, they got a hiding at Everton because Sean Dyche's good record against them continued. Like, Brentford can lose to a team that they should not be losing to. I'm not saying they're going to lose this. I just think that Burnley have been on enough of a run. I know they lost to Chelsea, but I really think they're going to take a lot of confidence on their goal scored, bro. That goal scored is going to give some... And it was at Stamford Bridge, wasn't it?
No, I think it was at Burnley's home.
Was it tough more? Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe
more
it's
like
really good for them to
turf-less.
get away from home then. Maybe it's a fresh break from what
Look.
they...
I'm gonna go by the numbers here.
Oh, shit.
Brentford actually scored a goal against United. They honestly maybe should have won against United.
Yeah.
With that being said, they are having a couple goalkeeper issues, but the thing is, Burnley don't have the teeth on them, bro. So I think
never
Brentford. I
had
think
the
I think Brentford take this 2-0,
2-0?
2-1.
I still think 1-1. Sponsy's going to say 9-2 Burnley.
I love Swansea's predictions.
He's very
yeah.
realistic
He is.
with his predictions.
I think another realistic one will be City at home against Brighton.
Now, I don't know if we're going to see a Brighton madness because Wolves pulled one off on Man City.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's at the Etihad.
Yeah.
But Brighton also, I feel like they're the type of club where when they get embarrassed, they come back way better for a solid run.
What's the embarrassment though? Oh yeah, they lost to
Aston Villa.
Yeah.
They got
Look,
torn
their
apart.
last game they did draw with Liverpool though.
That's what I'm saying. After that Aston Villa loss, they wake up after they get an embarrassment. After they get a hiding, they wake up, bro. And it normally goes on for a run. I don't think Man City will necessarily lose this, but I don't think it's going to be an easy game for them because confidence there is also very low.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know how much of a difference low confidence makes at Man City, but I would like to assume that it's not the easiest environment for them to be. It must be a very unfamiliar environment.
Yeah,
Coming off of-
statistically, it's the first time they've lost 2 since 2018.
Yeah, and there's a lot of... You're proud of yourself. There's a lot of players in that club who have joined the side since that 2018, you know what I mean? So like, because I mean, look, you've got Alvarez, you've got even Rodri's new.
But look, Rodri will be back though, won't he?
He will be back. I'm just glad he missed the Arsenal game. So he will be back. He'll be fresh.
Yeah.
Still no KDB.
Still. I think
guess-
right
I
now
guess-
Rodri is more important.
I guess I gotta play it logically. I'm gonna say 1-0 City.
1-0 to City. Yeah, I kind of agree. This is going to be a tough game. Brighton seem to stick to their system no matter what.
And that system seems to work well against teams like City.
Yeah, it does. They do well against the big teams.
Any team, yeah, because City will let you have time on the ball.
This is very tough. I think Haaland's going to come back with a vengeance. I did mention that.
Well, he's not coming back. He's just going to return to league football because he never went anywhere. He was playing all these games that he didn't
But
score.
he didn't score.
Yeah.
And I'm saying he will
So
come
he's not
back.
coming back.
He will come back
he's
with
just
goals.
going to start playing with a vengeance.
Against Brighton, it's going to be tough.
Lewis Dunk. Maybe Lewis Dunk pulls a Saliba.
I was going to say they could. They honestly, the defenders are like big, physical enough that they
They're
could.
slow though.
Yeah, they are slow. No, I think City do hammer them a bit. I think City take.
I guess if Villa hammered them, anything's possible. But like I said, I just think after that hammering, Brighton woke up, bro. I'm
Yeah,
going 1-0.
but I think City are gonna wake up too, and they once they awake, you're gonna wish they were sleeping. I'm gonna say City win this probably like 3-0. Genuinely,
3-0?
yeah, I'm going
3-0
yeah.
City. I say 1-0 City. Sponsors 4-1 Brighton. I think we're gonna go on to which one next, Ethan?
Newcastle at home against Crystal Palace.
Newcastle all day. This is one of the easiest fixtures to call on the weekend. I don't think Crystal Palace can buy a win against Newcastle right now, especially after Newcastle walked all over PSG like they did. Like, confidence there. I've been talking about confidence. Confidence there at St. James Park, that is a whole other level of confidence right now, bro.
Yeah,
I think 2-0 Palace. I think they'll be humble about it, but I think it's going to be a comfortable 2-0 Newcastle.
I do love Palace. That's what
You love Hodgson,
Yeah, I love Hodgson. I love Palace.
and you love Elise.
I love
and
Elise
Eze.
and I love Eze. I love all my boys, and that's where I'm at a crossroads because
You want to see them do
I want to see them do well, and I want to say they're gonna do well.
What does your FPL want to see?
I want to see Newcastle just fucking destroy them. My FPL wants to see Newcastle smash them. My fantasy wants to see
Nick Pope
a Pope score a goal. Come on, I want to see Dunk scoring goals. I want to see Botman scoring goals. But my heart wants to see Palace do well. Palace are coming off of a draw.
And it's away from
They're
home.
coming off of a draw with Nottingham Forest, where everybody's saying that they should have lost. So that's
Wait,
not
who's
that's
the they?
Palace.
Palace should have lost.
Yeah,
that
Palace.
game.
Apparently,
So I guess
Palace
that's
should have
good
lost.
for them.
They should have lost against Wolves. Again, I mean, not against Wolves, against Forest.
But did they go into that game being told they should lose that game?
Again, though, Eze is injured, so they've got no Eze, they've got no Elise. I think they've got no Franca as well. There's
They've got no hope. Is what
There's a
they
few
have,
people
bro.
injured in that team, and I think without those fucking pieces of the team, I don't think the team's there.
Not
So,
Newcastle.
Especially not
against
Newcastle. To be fair, the Newcastle are coming off of a draw against West Ham. That was their last game, 2-2.
But that's okay, bro. This West Ham team is a new West Ham. They are a team that's worth drawing against. That could still be an important point for them at the end of the season. But that PSG game, bro.
Yeah, it's easy to look at that PSG game and be like, this team's unstoppable.
We got to do it. Also, they drew to West Ham away from home. The last time they were at St. James Park was that PSG game.
So I will give it to, I'll be smart on this one. Newcastle probably wins 2-0. Yeah.
2-0?
2-0.
We both 2-0. Spawn says it's a 0-0 actually.
Wow.
Where to next, bruh?
What game we got off there? We got Forest versus Luton. Ew, do we even need to talk about this? Ugh, this is gross. I don't even want to talk about this game. Skip. Skip.
Forest have to win.
Yeah, Forest have to win.
This is one of those games that could be the difference between them relegation and staying up. They have to win. They can't afford to lose this. I'm going to say 3-1 Forest.
Yeah, Forest have to win. I'm going to 2-0.
3-1 Forest. Spawn says 5-0 Luton. And now we're on to the big one, eh?
The biggest game of the weekend, baby.
The biggest game.
Chelsea at home against Arsenal.
Now, we could make it. I think it's 4 wins in a row at Stamford Bridge if we win this weekend,
Cool.
which is unprecedented.
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea are waking up a bit.
At 4, they beat Burnley 4-1.
They are waking up a bit.
Sterling's cooking.
Mudryk scored for Ukraine also during the international break, so he just
Mudryk's
got his first
cooking.
goal for Chelsea, got his first goal
I
for
got
the
to
Ukraine.
touch on Cole, my boy Cole Kiki Palmer.
Yeah, you do love
I've
Cole
always
Palmer.
been pointing him out. I can't believe City sold him. I don't know why City sold him, especially in a season where they sold Mahrez and a whole bunch of other players.
Easy money, bro.
Maybe it's easy money, sure.
Easy money.
But I think
Maybe
Charles-
it's easy money.
I would. No, I don't want Eze to go there.
Because in January, bro.
But we gotta give some props to Cole Kiki Palmer.
Oh,
He
yeah.
scored a penalty, and I think he got an assist as well. That dude is a star. Give him more playing time. Play him alongside Sterling. I do like Mudryk, but maybe if Mudryk don't play sometimes, maybe Cole Kiki Palmer
Hey,
play.
bro, Mudryk starting now all the time. Now he's finding his goal-scoring touch.
Yeah, but he didn't play after he scored that goal for Chelsea.
That is true.
The next week after that, they played Cole Palmer.
Yeah, he was benched immediately.
So I don't know what it takes
But now
to start in
he
the
scored for
Chelsea.
Ukraine, like I said. Although,
Yeah.
what's his name? Zinchenko in his press conference said that he told Mudryk if he scores this weekend, he's going to rip his balls off.
His balls off.
So hopefully he will listen to his captain, his international captain at least,
Mm-hmm.
and he will not find the back of the net because this is a huge game.
This is a big game.
It's a little unfortunate, because going into the City game, I kind of accepted that Spurs were going to be the only unbeaten team just because, it's City. But now that we've beaten them, it's kind of like, well, come on, Arsenal. We can't give, because Spurs are playing. We're gonna get to the game. Spurs are hosting Fulham at home, so you have to think that they're
that's
gonna
a win.
So it's another London derby. There are 2 London derbies on the day, but we've clearly had Chelsea's number. I think we still are the informed team, regardless of Chelsea's current form. We've played better teams than Chelsea have played so far. We've come out on top. We did have a big blip in the Champions League against Lens, but we obviously got over that with the Man City win.
Yes, clearly.
And we worked that, like you said, that game was boring.
Look,
but
I actually, there's something in me that says Chelsea are going to come out swinging.
they have to come out swinging. They will always come out swinging, and it's at Stamford Bridge, so it's a derby game.
I kind of want to say it's a draw.
You think it's gonna be like a Spurs?
Yeah, I think it's a 2-2 draw.
I think this game has a winner, and I think that this game has goals, and I think that this game is going to be won at least 3-1.
My thing is Chelsea's only seemingly consistent thing has been their defense and goalkeeper.
Yeah, and Arsenal's consistent thing has been their attack.
Yeah,
We are
we
scoring
might
goals.
see like a fucking David versus
A brick wall,
brick
an
wall
unstoppable force versus
meets
an immovable object.
Exactly.
That immovable object is what, Thiago Silva.
Yes.
Thiago Silva.
In which case, I think there'll be. I think it won't. I don't think there'll be that many.
3-1 Arsenal.
Okay.
3-1 Arsenal.
I think that
bro.
is fair. I'm going 2-2 draw.
3-1 Arsenal. I don't know if Saka's going to be back yet. I haven't looked at any of the press conferences yet. But even if he isn't, we've beaten Manchester. We got over the biggest hurdle.
Without him.
On paper, in theory, this is nothing
Yeah.
right now, bro. We've won with less. You know what I mean? We've won with less. I am worried, though, just because of the fact that there is always that chance that Enzo Fernandez all of a sudden becomes that player that
No,
Chelsea
look,
bought. Caicedo all of a sudden becomes that player because
No, these are good players.
They are
These
good
are good players, but they're still working into a system. They're still working into a team. I think Arsenal are a lot more set in their ways right now. Arsenal
the biggest thing that I say at Arsenal, look, we're lucky that the international break looks like everybody's come back injury free. So we're not with any new injuries, and we may actually finally see a midfield of Odegaard, Rice, and Partey. Which this is the perfect game to do it, bro. Chelsea have a very physical midfield. You're gonna have to compete with that toe to toe, man for man.
Physical in terms of they work hard. Size wise, they're not big.
Yeah, they work hard. But that's the thing. I mean, you get your Caicedo, and now if you at least can mirror that with Thomas Partey, you get your Enzo Fernandez, can mirror that with Declan Rice. I don't know who, but they probably have Gallagher.
Conor Gallagher.
You got Gallagher, you got Odegaard. I feel like we at least toe to toe, man for man. I feel like we are the better team.
I
in
think so
midfield.
too. I definitely agree with that.
So I think if we start that midfield, we win all day. But maybe Havertz sneaks in there. I'd love to see Havertz get a goal against Chelsea. Holy shit! I would do anything to
I'm
see
still
that,
going a
bro.
draw 2-2.
2-2?
Yeah.
I still think 3-1 Arsenal, bro. 3-1 Arsenal. Spawn says 5-1 Arsenal.
Wow, Swans.
5-1 Arsenal, bro.
Hopefully he says 5-1 in this one. Sheffield United at home to Man United.
You have to look only to Sheffield United for this one, right?
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, okay, let's get into it. United's kind of going through a phase.
yeah. What
right
happened
now.
last time, Adithan?
We relied on McTominay scoring 2 goals after the 90th.
Injury time.
After coming on as a sub in the 90th minute, and he scores 2 goals. That's what we relied on.
You ate your words with the Cario. You had an apology for Scotty?
No, fuck Scott McTominay. I still don't think Scott McTominay is good enough. I literally still don't think he's good enough.
You're more disappointed that he was the hero. He had to be
Exactly,
the hero.
we had to rely on this dude. But look, let's kick it off. That game was fucked. Onana fucked us again. There was an easy shot that came at Onana. Onana missed it. He's floppy armed, tried to save it. He went right through him. I don't know what to say about Onana. He's our only option right now. We have no one else. We can't play anyone else. Onana
That's
must
true.
play.
It's
Onana
a very
must
unfortunate
play.
situation.
He has to play. No matter how bad he does, he has to play. We spent 50 mil on this dude. He has to play.
Yep. And also, you let go of the Gio for him.
Exactly.
Never mind how much you spend on
he
him. You
has
literally
to
put the
fucking
bullet
play.
on a Golden Glove winner.
Look, what we continue to find out is that United are very bad at playing against a team with a low block.
Yes.
As soon as a team goes low against United, we kind of just play around them.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you,
can't find a way.
I'll tell you why. No movement.
Yeah.
Players don't move. I spoke about this with Jessie, also a United fan.
Yeah.
She says players don't move. There's no movement. The players look up. They take the ball. They look up. No one's moving.
Yeah.
Rashford did end up coming off at like 60 minutes. It seems like he's playing less and less time.
Maybe they pacing him for the season. I don't. Maybe there's an injury.
I think they
Maybe he's
realize.
playing through
I
an
think they're
injury.
realizing he's shit. And I think Ten Hag doesn't want to take him off, so he slowly realizes like he kind of has to take
He's
him off.
phasing him out now.
So I think we saw him come off at 70 minutes 2 games ago. He came off at 60 minutes now, the last game. We got to point out, though, he did score a very nice goal for England.
Yeah.
And I think based off of that alone, he
gets back in the
gets back in the team.
Gets back in the team.
There's going to be a lot of United fans that argue with me, who are going to say that Garnacho should start. Every time we've seen Garnacho start, he's been shit. He's good as a sub, yes, but I still think he's too
Impact
young.
player, yeah.
Same thing with Pelistri. He's still too young to start a full game.
And that's fair.
is fair.
I think there's nothing wrong with saying that they're teenagers.
And I kind of like the system Ten Hag has going, where he lets Rashford play until he feels he can't do anything.
on Garnacho
and then
on tired
Garnacho
legs.
can come on, who can then do his thing against a defender who's tired,
Yeah.
who might be on a yellow card or some shit. I think that's a good system.
Because he's tricky. Garnacho has a lot of flair.
I don't want to change that system. So I think Rashford does have to start no matter how shit he's playing for the club. He scored a nice goal for England. I think that hopefully builds up some confidence in him.
Yeah.
I think based off of virtue, McTominay and Maguire need to start.
No Evans?
Maybe Evans too, but I wouldn't. I think Evans knows his role, and I think he's happy being there. But I think
And
based off,
Varane is back, eh?
exactly, and I think based off Maguire getting the assist in the last game, I
He
think
also did well in England.
he did well
for
in England, and I think he also defensively was good in the Brentford game. I think he deserves a start. Obviously, McTominay came on and scored 2 goals. He deserves to start. As much as I don't like him, as
You
much as
think
I
start him at least. Put some
Exactly.
faith in the player.
and with, I think Casemiro is the one who has to sit out.
Wow.
His form's not
He
great.
could do with the rest, I would
And
say.
also, it's Sheffield United. We don't need him. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we
You should be able to start Martial and them now.
or Amrabat.
Amrabat, he
But,
should get a start, not at left back.
So I don't want to see Casemiro play. His form's not been that good. I don't think he's finished. I just think maybe he's a bit burnt out.
Yeah, that's understandable. He's been holding down that holding position on his own.
Alone. Yeah. So I think we give Casemiro a sit out. And in his place, yeah, I guess if I could choose a mid, I guess the mid is McTominay, Amrabat, and Bruno.
Damn.
Yeah. Obviously, Hoyland's got to start. The kid works hard. I think
I'm
he's.
sorry, can I just say, reading that midfield 3 aloud, how do you feel about it on paper? I know
On
it's
paper,
Sheffield.
it's good. I'm on paper, it's not a bad team.
McTominay, Amrabat, and Bruno. You
Yes.
think that's a good on paper midfield?
I genuinely don't think that's a bad team.
I think for Sheffield United,
Sheffield Wednesday.
it's a solid team for Sheffield.
No,
United.
exactly, and that's the
But
team.
I think
and
that
that's
this
the
is
team
just
we're
a
playing
clear
against.
sign of how United have spent so much money and yet they have fuck all.
No, again though, this isn't our first team. Amrabat's on loan. McTominay, we wanted to sell. Bruno's Bruno. He never leaves.
But just in terms of how much money you spent to this point,
yes,
where
but
did that money go?
if I'm choosing a perfect mid, I'm going Mount, Bruno, Casemiro,
Casemiro.
which on paper is a lot better.
Where's Mount injured?
No, he played he actually was pretty good in the last couple games.
So why would maybe he starts then?
I still think McTominay deserves. Here's the thing: McTominay deserves.
Oh,
to
it's
start.
more on merit. More on merit. Okay,
McTominay
okay.
deserves a start. Bruno always is gonna start. He's the captain. And Amrabat has to take Casemiro's place.
That's fair. That's fair.
And I think McTominay has to start. We got to start playing him more attacking. I think
Bruno
Bruno
plays more attacking at Scotland. And
exactly,
works for them.
and I think Bruno needs to be the one to take the Eriksen role, where he's just mid, Amrabat behind him, Bruno, McTominay in front of him.
Kind of a Rooney transition.
Yeah, so McTominay will be the attacking one. I think we all see he's a lot better attacking than he is defensively.
Yeah, he doesn't have the concentration for the defensive side of things, bro.
The defense is a bit tough because Lindelof did not have a good game last game. Lindelof should not be. He also probably should sit out for a while. Hopefully Reguilon's back. We know Varane's back. Delo's in there. Basaka's in there. I think either one of them could take the place. I don't think Lindelof should be starting anymore.
Yeah.
And then Evans is looking good. I think whenever Evans comes on, he does well. I'm very happy with Johnny Evans right now. Weirdly enough.
I put a score in, bruv. What you going?
I gotta go against Sheffield United. I think this is United's. I think this is where we get a clean sheet. I think United win this. I think we have to.
Clean sheet away from home.
I think we have to win this 3-0 or more.
I'd say 2-0 United. I think 2-0. I don't see United slapping anybody up. I think 2 goals is a good achievement for them because you also know Sheffield are going to give you that low block.
They will definitely give
You
the
are
low
going to
block.
be playing up against
They
the low
will
block.
definitely give the low block.
I'm going to say 2-0 United. Swan said 2-1 Sheffield.
Oh,
So that's between...
Yeah, I might have to have a few words of
It's
spawns.
between y'all, bro. But yeah, that's a must win for United.
It's a must win, and
As is
actually, I think
every
it's I think
game
it's a
still.
I think it's a must do well. We have to look confident. We have to look comfortable. It's
I
about
feel like
time.
you're saying this every week.
I know
eh?
I am saying this.
But
every
the
week.
thing is, United are gonna have to string together at least like 3-4 wins before you can at least stop saying it's a must win.
Also,
Like,
I have to be. I can't not touch on this. The Qatar's pulled out of the United deal.
oh yeah.
So the talk is it's not confirmed yet, but the confirmed part is that Qatar did pull out.
Yes.
So the
And
assumption.
also, Fabrizio has been reminding everybody, confirming all the things that Qatar wanted to do
Yes, they were going to
in
pay the debt.
extreme detail.
They were going to
bro.
fix the stadium. They were going to be perfect.
10 billion pounds. Like it is just the most insane
That
thing.
is out of the window now. So the
What do you got?
The talk is that Jim Radcliffe is buying 25% of the club. He can't afford to buy the whole club. That's already a red flag.
Yeah,
we
you
should
couldn't afford to buy Chelsea either.
exactly. We should be bought by someone who's buying the whole team. The point of this whole thing was to kind of get the Glazers out, no matter whether
Get
it was
the debt wiped out.
whether it was Jim Radcliffe or
Get the
Qatar,
stadium
they
looked
had
at.
to leave. The
Yeah.
fact that they are now going to stay and not just stay, but still be in majority of the power, not a good
Yeah.
sign. I think the team's fucked long term.
Yeah.
Short term, we still have good enough players that we should be doing better than what we're doing now.
Still have a chance to sneak into the Champions League, bro.
Exactly. Hopefully, it's well, I'm not going to go that far. But my best case scenario is we do what Liverpool did last season.
Yeah.
They started really shit and they finished what, 8th, 7th?
Sit out of the Premier League, sit out of the Europe for a while.
I think that's United's
I mean, that
best.
happened to Klopp early in his time at Liverpool as well.
Yeah, I think that's our best case scenario right now. We somehow pull it back near the end of the season and start winning games.
Yeah,
again.
just start to gather momentum, even if it does come in a bit late.
The Radcliffe, he's okay. I think he means well. Obviously, he's a United fan.
No, but he tried to buy Chelsea. The fact that it's and he's already the owner of, I think, Lille. Who does he own?
I think it's Nice. Yeah, it's Nice.
So he's clearly just a football owner.
Yes.
A football club owner. As much passion as he wants to have, he's splitting his hand in different cookie jars.
No, look, long term, the club's fucked. I made a joke the other day. I said, if you're a United fan, start looking for another team. Pick another team. I've got Palace in the back pocket. I've got Chelsea
you know
in the
what?
back
Let
pocket.
the Sheffield game decide it. If whoever wins, that's who United fans.
I'm not going to go that far, but it is. We are getting the team is fucked. Long term, the team's fucked. The debt's still there. The stadium still needs to be repaid. We're still not going to get a lot of money.
Yeah.
But
But at least it's something new.
yes, this is a new chapter.
It's a step.
And I think what a lot of people, the Glazers pretty much said this from the start. They were open to investment. They weren't they would say they were looking to sell or open to investment. I think a lot of people took note of the sell part. Nobody took note of the investment part.
Yes.
They have clearly just found a homie who's got some cash, who's willing to borrow them some cash.
Keep them nearby.
And this does also tell me that they are going to get paid a lot of money for the Super League. There is something coming up.
Yeah, otherwise, why? That's a sinking ship.
Exactly.
With all the debt, they would have wanted to jump ship. But look, with
And
the
Qatar offered $7 billion, which is already so much more than it was worth. They offered the fact that they turned that down. There is something coming up in the works.
Dude,
Where
I'm
they are going to
telling
get
you.
paid a lot of
Now,
money.
the Saudi League is not going to get into the Champions League. It makes no sense because they are not a part of Europe.
Yeah.
Therefore, what's your next best avenue to get onto that platform? The Super League.
Yeah, the
and you
Super
can
League's
afford
happening.
to pay all these clubs enough to turn their backs on their domestic leagues. Because remember, they've all been threatened. If you take part in the Super League, you're not part of the Champions League.
Yeah.
The Saudi League has enough money to be like, dude, fuck the Champions League.
Unfortunately, it is just about money.
So look, we'll see how. Well, obviously it's still developing, but yeah, dude, it's very unfortunate that y'all missed out on that Sheikh Jassim bag, because that dude seemed like he was hella committed to go broke on this club, bro.
And then to finish off the game week, we've got Aston Villa at home to West Ham on Sunday.
I want to give it to West Ham, but Villa are my dark horses, and it's at Villa's home. Unai Emery, good evening.
Villa are coming off of a draw against Wolves.
Yeah, it's fine because Wolves don't look terrible anymore, and Villa also did slap up Brighton.
They did slap up.
And I just think that Ollie Watkins is unstoppable right now, bro.
Yeah.
Didn't he also get his England debut recently now in this
I don't
international break?
actually.
I know Eddie Nketiah did, but like, okay, I'm pretty sure Watkins had a cap before now, but like, that dude is very, very good.
He did
people.
he hit the post in the dying minutes of the last
He's
game.
very, very good. Just signed a new contract. Looks like he wants to prove everybody right in giving him that new deal. I think this game is going to be I'm going to
It's
say
gonna
another 3-1 Villa. 3-1.
Oh, I don't want to go that big. West,
think
look,
3-1
West Ham
Villa.
are coming off of a draw.
Okay, I'm going to say 3-2. 3-2
Yeah.
Villa. And we got another London derby to look at. Spurs versus Fulham.
As much as I like Fulham, I think we both do. We like Leno. He's a good goalkeeper.
Yeah, but Spurs is Spurs. Ange is Ange.
They are coming off of a loss against, or the 1-0 win against Luton, where Son was looking a bit iffy. Physical-wise, he might not be at 100%. We've seen him play for the international team. He came off.
Saying, yeah. He
So
came off for the international.
he-
Did he get a goal and assist? If
he
he's
d-
fit, he plays.
If he's fit, he plays.
If
And
he's fit, he
I
plays,
think
bro.
even without him, Tottenham still win.
Unfortunately. Yeah. I like Fulham. Willian is looking good again.
Yeah, old Williams back. Chelsea Williams back.
Yeah, Willian's got 2 ex-Arsenal players, bro. They got Leno and they got Willian there. I'm hoping they can do us a favor, bro, but I can't look past Spurs. I think 3-1. I won't say anything more on it just because I don't
Yeah.
want to give them any more
I'm
flowers.
gonna
but
agree. 3-1 seems fair.
We'll go 3-1. 3-1. And yeah, that's it for the fixtures. Let us know what you guys make of your team's chances this weekend. Let us know what you make of all the craziness we spoke about on the show. And yeah, we will catch you on the next one.